guys, welcome back to Creating a Beautiful Homestead. I'm Alexis. Welcome to my home. So today we are here at the mulberry tree. We are going to be picking our second round of mulberries for the year. Now, I attempted to make mulberry jam. Well, let's not say I attempted. I did make mulberry jam. Turned out awesome. I attempted to do a video on it for you guys to come along with me. Something went wrong with the GoPro and I didn't get all the footage. So I'm gonna redo that video this week with this batch of mulberries because I'm in love. I'm gonna jam a lot of this year. I need this through the year. It is amazing. And didn't have a lot of sugar in it. I didn't use any pectin. It was just sugar, mulberries, and lemon juice. And I will be putting a video out. I promise you guys that. It will happen. But today, we are gonna pick mulberries. So this will probably be my favorite way of picking the mulberries. It's just much easier with how tall our trees are. So just go ahead and get a ladder out and pick them just like this. There are lots of bugs up here, so just be careful. They're just hungry too. That's my dog. I'm also doing just a tad bit of pruning while I'm up here as well, to try to prune out the dead branches out of the tree. So I already came out and picked most of the berries at ground level, which isn't a lot for these trees. We're done. We got another ½ inch in the bottom of my bucket. We're gonna put in the solution and wash now. Alright guys, I use this little steamer bag and this giant pot bowl. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I fill it up with water, a splash of vinegar, and a splash of soap. And then I just let the berries sit for about 5 minutes just to make sure there's nothing living in them. You know, I don't want to eat bugs particularly. And then I just rinse my bucket out and set it to the side to dry. And that's how we pick mulberries. Okay guys, so once they're done soaking, I rinse them off and I bring them over here to just a cookie sheet with a paper towel on them, and this is our haul for the day. Not too bad. Pretty good looking. I'm excited to make another batch of jam. While these dry though, I'm gonna go get cleaned up and come back for us to have a little chat. Give you a little life update. Alright, now that the berries are dry and I am clean, let's put these in here. If you ever have a bunch of mulberries and you aren't trying to eat them, and make a wonderful dye. That is our haul for the day. Alright guys, it's been 6 weeks since I left my job. 6 weeks to the day, actually. Today is Friday, June 17th. I'm sorry guys, I'm constantly cold. I feel like I talk to you guys at my dinner table all the time, so we're gonna sit on my couch. Just talk a little bit. Things have been good. Natalie's doing fantastic. She's talking more, she's behaving better. All around, her leaving daycare has seemed to be a very good thing for her. So I'm enjoying spending time with her. I love her to death. It's just hard some days. I am by myself. It is just me and her most of the time, and it's starting to go a little crazy, guys. Like, you can only listen to so many podcasts. Like, you're really not part of the conversation. But the last 2 weeks have been very difficult for me. I haven't really been putting out a lot of content. I know I said at the beginning of this video when I was out picking mulberries that I had shot a mulberry jam making video, and it just, and I happened. My GoPro just like didn't, so you guys are missing like all of the informational good stuff. So I am keeping that footage, and sometime this week, or this weekend probably, since I've already started picking the mulberries, I will do another video and just kind of piece them both together so you guys get a really good video on making mulberry jam, at least the way I did. And it was fun, and I'm excited to have more. I only have 3 little jars left though out of the 4 I had, so I need more. I just knew. It's necessary. I gotta have more mulberry jam. If I can make enough of this to last a year, I find that highly impossible because I've just been eating so much of it. But maybe. But the reason I haven't been putting anything out for the last 2 weeks has been because my hands have been, for the, a better word is out of commission. Carpal tunnel runs on my mom's side of the family pretty heavy, and since I was a teenager it has affected me. At least that's what I thought it was. Now I have a test in August as a ligament test. They're gonna do some tests on my fingers and decide if I have just carpal tunnel, which affects these 3 fingers, or I have carpal tunnel and pupil tunnel, which affects these 2 fingers, because it is both of my hands, my entire hand. They swell, they become numb, tingly. It's terrible. If you have carpal tunnel or pupil tunnel, it's a new thing I learned about in the last few weeks, you understand my pain. And the last time it got so bad, I couldn't close my hands all the way. I only could do this. I couldn't open a bottle. I couldn't open a door. I had to text with my phone on a table and just kind of lightly touch the buttons as best as I could because it hurt. And I just wasn't ready to let it get that far again. But I was 19 and I didn't have insurance, and they told me that there was nothing they could do. I pretty much had to suck it up. So for the last 7 years, that's what I've done. Well, leaving work, then tuned into all of the massive amounts of work I do here now. And I am constantly doing something. Pulling weeds, driving the mower, using the weed whacker, cooking dinner, playing with my kid. My hands are constantly in action. And oh my gosh, guys, if I tell you I could not sleep. You wake up in the middle of the night in like a red rage. I just wanted to cut my hands off. Just whap. And then I don't know what I'd figure out how to cut my left hand arm off. I'd use my mouth or something. I don't know, gnaw it off. But I was so over it. So I did go and see a doctor, and they put in for the ligament test and for me to get some cortisone shots. We weren't sure my insurance would cover the cortisone shots before I got the ligament test because I don't have a definitive diagnosis. Never had the ligament test or anything. It's just they were like, yeah, that's probably what you got. Sorry, can't do nothing for you. And sent me on my way. So luckily, I got so lucky, they approved both of them. So I was able to go in yesterday and get some shots in my hands. They had 2 pain medications, and then the steroid he used was Kenalog, if you know what that is. If not, it's fine. It's just a steroid to help the inflammation. Let me take my watch off. So if you can see on my left hand, let's see if I can get to, you can kind of see it right here. I'm slightly bruised. And then on this hand, there's a small dot, I think, right there from where it went in. I didn't watch. I'm in healthcare. When it was for learning purposes, I forced myself to look. But I'm not learning how to stick needles into anybody's joints, so I didn't pay attention. I looked away, I closed my eyes, I cringed. It was all lovely, sweaty palms, the whole 9 yards. And I worked with these people before. I trusted the doctor 110%. I trusted everybody that was in the room. I knew them all personally, but I was still anxious. I was still scared. I still sweated up a storm. Like my hands, the surge tech was like, I could see your hands getting glossier and glossier. Like I'm just a sweaty person in general, but when I have anxiety, it is so bad. But guys, all the discomfort and the craziness that yesterday was, I cannot tell you how happy I was not to wake up because of my hands last night. My daughter was awake between 2 and 5:30, so I still didn't get a good night's sleep, but it wasn't because my hands were swollen and they hurt. Now last night I wore my braces just to be on the safe side. I think I'm gonna be a little bit of a daredevil tonight and not wear them because I've been wearing them for a month and a half straight, and I'm over it. I'm so over it. You know how nice it is to sleep with your hands free? All y'all that ain't got no carpal tunnel, you're lucky. It sucks. But my hands are back. I can do things again, guys. And I don't know how long this will last. I don't know if come August I'm going to be in the same boat I was now. But we'll address that when it comes to it. For now, I'm going to be extremely excited that my hands don't hurt anymore for now. And just roll with it. I got a lot of stuff to do. I like to be busy. I like to run around and do things. I love to make videos and edit them and put them together and post them. And, you know, I think my highest ranking video only has 50 views. Oh, my bread should be done. I'll be back. Okay, guys. On another note, I have been making homemade bread since I made the first loaves. I just don't see a point in buying store-bought bread while I'm home, and it's just so easy to make. But just went to make bread today. It wouldn't rise. Water temperature was perfect. Everything went smooth. I think my yeast is finally too old. So when this is all over, I'll go show you the fail that I just pulled out of the oven, which I kind of figured was gonna happen when I did it. I was like, I don't think this is gonna work out, but we just gonna put it in the oven anyways, and we'll deal with it. I was planning on making up some mozzarella sticks and some other things. I already have some breadcrumbs, but that might be what these get made into tomorrow. So we'll see. Who knows? Things are going pretty good. Like I said, it's been 6 weeks since I've been out of work. I am going to be starting another project. We'll call it that. And I'll go into more detail as it progresses and as I find out what I can and can't talk about with you guys. If it states that if I talk to them and I can't talk a lot to you guys about it, then I will. If I can't, then you're probably just gonna have to trust me. But it's a good thing. It's gonna help me bring in a little bit while I'm not like for real formally working. So I don't deplete all my savings. Like, I wanted to buy a house, but living is a little more important. I got, let's see, June, July, August, so a year and 2 months, and my kid will be in school. That is insane. Like, it's like in a year and 2 months I can go back to work, but then it's also like in a year and 2 months my child starts school. How is that possible? Like, I got to spend the first year home with her when I went back to school, and it was really great. So I'm going to absorb a lot of this year with her as best I can and just go with flow. If I figure it out, I'm back. I am so happy. Having working hands, just, it's a world of difference. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't getting up early and taking care of anything. I was not in a good place the last 2 weeks, guys. Like, constant pain. It just drags you down. It bothers you. It is draining. It is tiring. And it just wasn't. I was over it. Done with it. And I'm sorry, guys. It's now like, yeah, it's 9:59. It's 10 o'clock. I technically should be going to bed so I can wake up in the morning. But I have a binder of information that I need to read tonight. And I really just missed making videos the last 2 weeks. I didn't really have anything to make a video on. Just kind of thought I'd hop on and give you guys a little life update. Things are going good. Going great since I got my shots. And hopefully it stays good for a while. Let's see, June to August. So I got 2 months until my ligament test. And I know a lot of people, when they get steroid shots, especially for chronic pain and things, they can get them as frequently as once every 3 months. So fingers crossed that's not the case. But if it is what it is. This ligament test is going to tell me how bad it is, how long I'm really going to have until I have to do surgery, and indefinitely, and if I have, and it's indefinitely going to tell us if I have carpal tunnel and cupal tunnel, or just one or the other. But the way my doctor made it seem is like, I'm almost like on the money positive, you got both. This is just a formality. So we'll see. But this is really going to, for one, set in stone, like how long I have until this is a mandatory. I need to get surgery to have it fixed, or the chances of it, you know, becoming worse after surgery are going to increase or something like that. And then, you know, what it is. And if I have carpal and cupal tunnel in both of my hands, you know how frustrated I'm gonna be. I know I did a lot of arts and crafts. I know I do a lot of little itty bitty tiny things, but I'm 26. I've been dealing with this for a minimum of 10 years. Can I stop falling apart, guys? Can I really stop falling apart? I know I was hard on myself. And everything I did when I was young, and all the manual labor and this and that, you know, my poor little body wasn't flipping made for. I know it. man, why am I getting every single one of the generational, like, physical things? I've broke generational curses and, like, other things. But, like, generationally, oh yeah, this is the problem in the family, this is the problem in the family, this is the problem in the family, this is the... And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I have these things happen and I go to the doctor and they're like, oh, you're probably fine, but let's do this just in case. And then comes back. I have scoliosis and degenerative disc disease at 24 years old. 24. Good 10 years before onsets normally with anybody in my family, if not 20. A lot of people are lucky to make it into their 40s before they know they have it. Nope. Not me. 24. 26 and my hands are killing me. You know, it's just, it's life. It is what it is, but I gotta learn what I need to do now to make sure these things don't progress and get worse as I get older. Because I don't want to be falling apart in my 30s. Another 10 years, things might be a lot worse if I don't try to start taking better care of myself, which I try to, but I haven't been doing the best. So there'll be more updates on that and how I'm going to do that and just kind of try to take better care of my flesh sack, who tries her hardest to love me fully and take care of me. I need to work just a little harder on trying to take care of her. It's just good for me. I love her very much. And I love you guys too. Thanks for joining me on my little life update rant. Things are tough, always, for everybody, especially right now. Things are crazy in the entire country. I really don't know a better way to put it. I ain't gonna get into it with nobody about it. It's just, it's not good. Things are bad, and I'm afraid of what's going to happen. Yet I'm still gonna be positive and happy and spread the love as much as I can. And my love for the gardening and learning how to cook with the garden. This is nice. I missed you guys. I hope you all had a wonderful week. It is Friday. You're probably not going to see this until Monday, but I hope your weekend was fantastic too. And you guys always remember to do what makes you happy. And I know that's not easy, but give it a shot. Try to figure it out. Don't be miserable the rest of your life. Love you guys. I'm so happy. Bye. Guys, I almost forgot. I told you I was going to show you my fail. This is a bad one, kids, ladies, gentlemen. This is what it'll look like when your yeast is dead and you still try to break the bread. Oh! This is my bread. It probably could have gone longer. I still feel squishy, not hollow. But yeah, no rise. It's literally sizzling because of the oil in the pan, and yeah. Guys, this is all sorts of bad. Looks like I'm making breadcrumbs tomorrow. Y'all have a beautiful night. Great weekends. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.